Welcome, Blood Bowl fans, to our second week. The second match of the first week of the Midsummer Open 2. We
Yeah.
have we have an exciting match today. I don't know any of the teams' names except for the ones who played yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and just have the coaches introduce their team. So let's start with Coach Andrew. Coach Andrew, can you introduce your team to us?
Yes, I can. So, what we got here is the Dwarf team. It's obviously Dwarf players. We got our blockers. We got the Death Roller going. We're all ready to go. We even have Lignite the Second's dead brother, Lignite the First, here with us on our team. So we're looking forward to it.
Woo, that'll be spicy. What's your team called?
Dwarf team.
Dwarf team, nice. I like it. Short and simple. All right. Cool. Coach Doug.
Yeah, I went with a somewhat different naming scheme. I just went with the Latin names of trees because I'm playing the Wood Elves this season. My team name is, I don't actually know how to pronounce this, but we're going to call it Quercuis Ilex.
Oh,
It
cool.
works. We went with a pretty agility based build here, and we're hoping for the best.
Awesome. All right, so we got Quercuis Ilex versus the Dwarf team. That's cool. All right.
Game should be up now.
Cool. Thank you.
By the way.
All right, cool. We're
Yeah.
going to see you guys out on the pitch. Thank you guys for the interview. Go ahead and, deafen and whatnot. Cool. All right. Here we go. I'm doing a solo cast today. Coach Grant is actually in a softball game. So he's got that going for him. Quercuis. I think it's a Quercuis. How do you pronounce Quercuis? Is it Quercuis Ilex? that name. I might just call him the Ilex, just Ilex, just to keep it easy. I don't want to mispronounce it. Who wins the coin toss? The dwarf didn't win the toss. Tonight, I am eating some rice with ground beef with taco seasoning in it. It's got black beans, some canned peppers, and tomatoes. And then I've got avocado with it too. Pretty good. And then I always put sriracha. I love sriracha. So that's what I'm eating tonight. It's fire. Trying to eat lean, eat lean, feel lean, that kind of stuff. Avocado's fire. So let's take a look at these teams here when I take another bite. All right. Okay. So here's the Wood Elf team that, of course, he is Ilex. Yeah, I really don't like Doug's naming convention. I'm going to ask him to rename this because all these Latin names for trees is going to drive me crazy. Oh, I see what Coach Andrew means. I was like, I didn't think he was running a dwarf, and I was like, I thought he did a shambling undead, and then he kind of, yeah, that's funny. Where is Lignite the Second? Does he have Lignite the Second as one of his? He does not. Oh wait, he does. Where was it? I thought I just saw him. Changing weather. Did not change weather. Urist Lignite the First. Urist. Ooh, and the Blitzer has blocks, so he's going to be able to withstand that boat down. And he stuns Quercuis Rubra. No, the Shambling Undead team is so crazy to me. Oh my god. Right off the rip, too. Injury. Onto Thuja Placata. So, Murder Boat and his buddy, he can get 4 of these guys, I'm pretty sure. Unless they changed it from Blood Bowl 2. But they each have 5 strength, 3 movement, which is not a lot at all. But if you can just, it's like they're big guys essentially. And the fact that you can get like 4 of them on your team, it's pretty nuts. I guess we've seen last season, who was it? I had like 3 big guys. Coach Connor. We've seen that having big guys don't matter all the time. There's some quality to it. But if you're not able to move the ball around as much, you kind of just keep things in the same spot. And so these big guys, they're you only get 11 players out on the field. If you have more of them, that means less mobile people. So Coach Andrew's not a super mobile type of person, I guess. Let's take a look at some of these movement on these guys. 7 movement. Yeah, actually, never mind. The runners actually have really good movement. 7's pretty good up there. But yeah, the linemen only have 4. These big guys have 3. How about the blitzers? Blitzers have 6. So I guess it's not too bad. Yeah. 2 blitzers, 2 big guys, 1 runner, and then the rest linemen. So it's like 6 linemen and 5 other positions. Now Coach Doug's turn. A blitz. It's a red skull. Probably see a reroll. And we do. It's only going to be a push. Very unfortunate. What is this guy's movement? Yeah. Yeah, at this point, I think Coach Doug just needs to trust his players and just dodge them all. Downfield maybe or something. Oh my goodness, he's just lining them up. They're gonna get hurt. Fails his dodge, rolls a 2. Gonna keep it. He rerolled. Oh, both of Coach Doug's rerolls gone in the first turn, so now he's got nothing. Coach Andrew has 2. He's got 2 rerolls left. Man, unfortunate for Coach Doug. We see a push come out. Defender stumbles, but he has dodge, so he will not be going down. Oh, but he will after this one. No injuries. He'll be up next turn. Ball carrier's now free to move. He doesn't have to make any dodges now. He's booking it. He's going right up behind big guy. Ooh, and a KO. That's another player out on the field for Coach Doug. At least he has an opportunity to come back after a score, touch or a score or a half. So he's not. He might not be out for the rest of the game, but there's a potential he could be. Ooh, a Red Skull. Coach Doug is not having a hot game. That's another player KO'd. Man, this Wood Elf team is looking flimsy. Coach Marlowe's team yesterday when we watched it, his team was able to put up. Coach Marlowe's team was, staying up. Oh my goodness, the injuries are just piling up. There's 4 players injured now. I mean, oh, Coach Doug's just getting his ass beat. He has no reserve players either. We see a blitz come out onto. Oh my goodness, he's in for a world of hurt. Bam, right to the face. No injury though, surprisingly. There we go. Ball carrier's moving up. Another one. Oh, man. We might see a table happen. I mean, what? It's only the it's 3rd turn. We've seen 5 injuries so far out of the 11 players. That's almost half the team. It might as well be half. Right at the halfway point now. And there we go, another player injured. Dislocated shoulder. That's oof. That's is that passing? Or is that strength? That's -1 strength. That's unfortunate. And that's his war dancer too. Oh. Oh man. That's brutal. Oh, frick, man. So he's got head injury. He'll be back next match. Missing next match. Shoulder. So that's 2 permanent injuries. 3 of them gonna be out for next week. Yeah, it's not looking too hot for Coach Doug at the start of this game. I realistically now don't see any way that he can come back and win. Maybe when it was just like 1 injury and 1 person KO'd, it was looking fine, but nah. Line him up, knock him down. Player's stunned. gonna be a push. Oh, he's gonna re-roll it. Never mind, it's not a push anymore. I think he's really Coach Andrew's really looking at injured Doug's word answers. And he just goes ahead and score. He's not gonna waste any time dilly-dallying. Doug has his work cut out for him. He just mouthed in the camera. He said, "This is pretty bad." Hold on. I wonder if I can... I guess I could do, like, Coach Cams. Why is it not popping up? I had my Codecaster working yesterday, but now it's not. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Oh, well. Oh, this should be a pretty quick and concise game, I would say, especially since the start of it is, you know, only 6 players out on the field right now. I don't see a world in which Coach Doug will score here, but hey, you never know what can happen. A blitz! That's terrible for Coach Doug. He's... Coach Andrew's team gets to move 4 players, and one of them can perform a blitz action, so he'll get a free attack, essentially. Double ones, no injury. Wow. The ball landed in a great spot for Coach Andrew. Well, Coach Doug is very limited on what he can do this turn, I think. For the most part, he can probably just try to protect that ball from getting picked up. And, yeah, do maybe 1 attack or 2 attacks. Let's push him on the ball. He's going to push him on the ball. And the terrible thing about, like, these undead teams is they got the regen perk. So it's like, even if you injure them, there's like a 50-50. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's a 50-50 whether that injury takes place or not. And then they just get canceled out. I think that is the biggest BS kind of rule. I feel like they should be at least like out for the rest of the game or something. Like, treat it similar to just with the rate, because that is so broken. Or at least make it like a 1 through 6. I feel like that'd be, I mean, like a, what's it called, 2 or higher, like you take the injury, not a 50-50. That's freaking ridiculous. Like, I remember we seen some like big guys like the trolls or whatever that have it, and it's like, oh, they get injured, or oh, it's a death, and it's like, oh, regen, never mind, they'll be back in the next like the turnover, whatever. Like, that's bullshit to me. I think that is such a broken ability. I mean, I get it, like, this team, its stats kind of suck. 4 movement, you know, 3 strength, 4 agility is not great to have. But these are also, like, linemen, too. You know, these guys, you can get so many of them. 3 movement is terrible. 10 armor value is pretty good for a big guy. You know, I mean, that's, like, normal, I think. But it's not like they're, like, that much worse off. And plus, these guys come with, like, Mighty Blow already as well. I feel like I feel like this undead team in particular, or like this team that has like regen for it, is pretty damn strong. I guess like the Nurgles, they're a pretty strong team too. A lot of them have regen as well. He's using this big guy to pick up the ball. Use it to reroll. Oh my gosh. How much was that? A 5 plus -2? You had to roll a 6 to pick it up. Oh no, that was for the. It's just a 5 plus, but then to catch it, that was a 6. Coach Doug's trying to fight his way through. It's gonna be virtually nearly impossible for him to come and pick up this ball and get out of there. I really don't see a world in which he can recover this, honestly. Unless he gets like super lucky. And that's a both down. I think Coach Doug has just accepted that he's not winning this game and that it's just, no matter what happens, it's just a loss anyways. Makes for a not fun game to watch or play. I think both ends, you know, unless you're the only person that's really enjoying this right now is probably Andrew. Because he knows that he's just going to get a bunch of star player points and money at the end of this game. Fails the pickup on a 1. And that's turnover. Well, there is 2 turns left for Coach Andrew, 3 for Doug. Doug's on his 6th turn, so let's see what he does here. Like I said before, very limited options. Oh, we see a blitz, standing blitz, and it's gonna be a both down, which both of them block, so it's nothing. Might as well dodge out or something, you know. Just oh, he's going for the pickup. He gets it. Oh wait, no, he doesn't, and that's a failed. That is a failed pickup. Here comes a blitz onto the War Dancer. War Dancer is actually going to be able to stay up here. Pushes him onto the ball. No, he doesn't. I thought it looked like he clicked on that space. Oh, well, now he's going to go down. Bam! And that's how badly hurt. There we go. That's another one down. How many injured? 5 injured, 1 KO'd. Yup. Yup. Just like that, Coach Andrew is able to make it up the side. Safe spot. I don't think there are any elves that can reach him. Nope. Goodness gracious. And we're going to see a touchdown for the Dwarf team. He's just cradling the ball. Oh, he's got the Dwarf as cheerleaders. That's sick. I didn't realize. I saw them on the sides. I didn't realize they were cheerleaders. I love it. I love it. Another blitz. Ridiculous. That is that is so ridiculous. I'll take a look at damn it. I just want to see, it's like, how many cheerleaders do they each have? Shit. 5 assistant coaches and 3 cheerleaders. That's crazy. I wonder how Coach Andrew is able to afford all that. I guess maybe because he just saved up. He got 2 rerolls too, so that's pretty good. I guess having like coaches early on like that can really help like make or break like some of the, you know, outcomes of the game. If you're able to get like those blitzes, you can set yourself up for success, especially like against early teams that don't really have like a lot of skills or anything like that. The KO. Coach Doug finally getting one out on the side. And guess what? Oh, yeah, I thought he regen, passed regen, but I don't think he did. There we go, that's a stun. That's the half. Five players injured. Coach Doug is left with 6 players now. Not looking too hot. Well, Coach Doug has formed up a bit of a cage here. It's I feel like this is gonna collapse. This this cage of sorts fails, but then successfully dodges. Wow, these elves are rolling like shit. Rolls like so many failures. All I have to do is roll a 2+. It's nuts. They just seem to fail so much. Never seen so many ones be rolled. It's like all the elf teams just can't dodge to save their life. And yup, hole has been plugged. Bingo, bango, bongo. That elf is going down. He's gonna reroll it. He does, and he gets a push. He's gonna stay put. We do have a blitz action that can happen here. That's a red skull, and that's gonna be turnover. KO. KO. Yeah, now, like I said, this wall's gonna collapse. I mean, the player disadvantage right now is just not fair to begin with. So it's kind of nuts. I wouldn't doubt if this Wood Elf gets injured. This is seriously hurt. So he'll be out for the next game. That is 7 players out on the sidelines, 4 left on the field. Oh my goodness. Scratch that. Make it 8 players out on the sidelines. 7 injured. Or 6 injured, 7. Wait, am I stupid? No, it is 7 injured. 1 KO. It's crazy. I guess I might see a table happen. It was looking like it early on. I mean, that like turn 3 or whatever. Like there was 3 injuries, just like 3 or 4 injuries, like up to like turn like 4. Some. Oh goodness. Prunus Pattis. The GOAT. Just kidding. He fails the last going forward attempt. And drops it. Drops himself. He's on the floor. Everyone's crying. All the humanity. I think Coach Andrew's going to have a fun time playing against the 4 different elf teams in this season. You know, like these big guys having Mighty Blow, and then all these elves having like 8 armor value. They are just perfect candidates to get KO'd and injured. They're not. Their armor value is very, very weak. You see the reroll? We do not. And he KOs himself. It's hilarious. Is he laying like a mummy? He's laying down. That's so funny. Arms up. He's gonna roll red die here, but it works out in his favor. He's gonna be able to get a solid hit. I think he should have followed up. Because I think... Oh. He fails the other going for it. Unlucky. He's still moving the ball closer to the end zone, though. There is a chance. There is a world that Prunus Pattis can score here. It's not likely, but it is possible. I mean, these guys have 4 movements, so like realistically, all you didn't. I don't think had to make the going for it necessarily, but I see what he wanted to do. Try to make Andrew make the rollings for it. Yeah, now it's looking nigh unlikely. Just a push resulting from this. And PC Pungin's Glocka. Gonna get knocked down. We're gonna see a foul perchance. I think a foul would be cool to see. Yeah. And another seriously hurt. Coach Doug is left with 2 players on the field. That is crazy. That's 9 players. 8 of them now injured. Look at that body count, everybody. That is disgusting. Failed dodge. He's trying to escape hell, but he cannot. It looks like Coach Andrew is gonna. He's setting up another injury. It's a KO. 1 elf remains on the field. We're gonna have our first table of this season. It's like run as fast as you can. He's blitzing. You can only try so hard. I mean, there's literally nothing you can do about that. Here comes the cage. Oh. Is he gonna do the last one? I don't think it's worth it. I think you go for the table. You get 2 more turns, basically, to try and table. Bam. Nothing, just a stay stunned. Is Coach Andrew gonna go for the touchdown? Nope, he goes for the foul. And it's a table. Wow. Wow. He did it. He just cleaned him up. Put him away. Said, I've had my 5-course meal. I think I'm finished. And on the last turn, too. How
Man, this
fitting.
game sucks.
Yep. And
Well,
score is
The
now
full
3-0.
clear.
He scores on the last turn, and he tables Coach Doug on the last turn as well.
how the mighty have fallen.
Well, that is the game, folks. What a crazy game. Just kidding. That was very one-sided. Let me bring on the coaches real quick. Let's bring in Coach Doug. Coach Doug, I think you might need to reevaluate your team's name. Maybe name them after types of grass, because they got cut down
Yeah.
like a lawnmower, like by a lawnmower there. That was brutal. How do you feel coming out of this game?
I think that was my worst game of Blood Bowl I've ever played.
It, I don't even think you got to play. I think you pretty
Yeah,
much
I think I
just
had like 5 injuries by turn 2.
yeah. Yeah,
And
it's
yeah, I kind of gave up after that one. At one point I was like, I'm trying to save the guys, but kind of gave up on that too.
Yep. Undead team is OP, but
Yes, sir.
Dwarf team.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where's
that's
the
right.
undead?
Sure, you're right. There are dwarves. They took a lot of steroids.
I'm just amazed my death rollers didn't get sent off the pitch. I didn't even have to bribe anybody.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, let's bring it over to Coach Andrew. Yeah, that was a very clean game from your dwarf team there. You and your dwarves really went out there and showed those elves that dwarves are indeed stronger, better, faster, and better looking too.
I'd like to hand this out to the MVP of the week. We got Uris Jory Noggenfogger. You know, he really put his stuff together. He kind of lost his arm for a little bit, but he put it back on and it was fine. Our death rollers, Murderboat, Uris Murderboat, and Uris Hadville Mugstain really pulled through. Somehow, I think maybe the coach is agreed just not to get rid of them. They're death rollers, but they weren't sent off the pitch at all. So I have no idea what happened there. But yeah, that was a good game. Thank you for being such a good sport.
Yep. All
It's
right.
fun to get tabled.
Well, that concludes our second game of week 1. Tune in next time for some more Blood Bowl. All right, peace out.
Among Us.